Not long ago, while I was dining at a McDonald's in Chungking, I came across the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. She was truly stunning, probably around 14 years old, seemingly without any makeup. Her looks were like the perfect fusion of these two women in the picture. I don't think I've ever met another girl who made my heart race like she did. What a pity. I've never approached any girl. That's usually something the girl does. I just stared at her, and she stuck for a while, as if waiting for my action, then she left. When I think about how she'll probably end up being intimate with another guy in the future, I can't help but feel heartbroken. It feels like God's most seductive gift to me just slipped away. Even though most Chinese women's original appearances are hideous, I guess with such a huge number, there are rare exceptions like her. In a similar scenario, this video will explore why the proportion of interracial relationships among Asian women overseas is so high, and why good-looking Asian women shouldn't engage in them. Multiple marriage and relationship statistics from the US show that Asian women have the highest rate of interracial relationships, much higher than that of their male counterparts. I've seen quite a few Chinese and Indo-Chinese women in interracial relationships in Europe. Their partners are often physically ugly and much older Caucasian guys or black guys. In contrast, among those Asian men in interracial relationships I've seen, without exception, their partners are age-appropriate and decent-looking white women. Very interesting. Good appearances are the first standard women use when choosing a partner, especially for women who are themselves attractive. Many Asian women believe Westerners attractive. I have indeed noticed that a few European teenagers can be considered attractive, particularly the cute girls from Northern and Eastern Europe. On average, in their natural looks, I think Caucasians look better than Chinese and Indo-Chinese, but not better than Koreans or Japanese. Yet many Korean and Japanese women claim that Caucasian guys are handsome and pursue them. How pathetic. Since I believe my mother was the most beautiful woman in the world until I was 6 years old, I know that our perception of beauty is actually very subjective. However, one thing is quite objective. Some people look less simian than others, and many Westerners, even film stars, have simian-looking ugly faces if without their cosmetic enhancements. And as I've already mentioned, the Chinese and Indo-Chinese women I've seen in interracial relationships all had partners who were quite unattractive. Some Chinese women even pursue ugly and poor guys from Africa and South Asia. Therefore, the high rate of interracial relationships among Asian women, especially Chinese and Indo-Chinese women, is clearly not about looks or money. It's well known that people living in densely populated regions tend to be more unfriendly and utilitarian than those in sparsely populated ones, and Asian countries are undoubtedly among the most densely populated in the world. Evidently, Asian women, particularly Chinese and Indo-Chinese women, face immense stress from their own people. As a result, they develop resentment toward their own kind, especially their own men, and naively fantasize that men of other races are somehow better. If you're ugly, no one cares about your choice. But if you're a naturally good-looking Asian girl, just avoid interracial relationships. If you've seen my previous videos, you know that the Mongoloid race, represented by Koreans, has a significantly higher encephalization quotient than other races. Even Chinese have EQs no less than white Caucasians. So, if you're a naturally good-looking girl, I am the one truly worth your devotion.